guys? What's up? What's going on? Today we're going to be doing our Buckhead Shore recap. It's going to be pretty quick because I feel like it wasn't a lot that went on in this particular episode. If you're not yet part of the family, definitely make sure you go ahead and hit subscribe, okay, boo? Turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any of my videos, all right? So Bethania, she calls out Savannah for, getting it in with Parker the night before. She's like, I know what you did, okay? And she said it was pretty much no reason to tell anybody because it wasn't that serious or whatever. So that's why she pretty much, kind of kept it on the low. And Katie, she talks to Parker's mom, and they have a really close bond. She kind of just reiterates that that's like her mother figure ever since her mom passed away. And initially she didn't really tell her too much about the whole Parker situation, but then she did tell her a little bit more, it looks like, later on. Pat, like, oddly enough, when they were playing some drinking game, he mentioned that he can squeeze his left nipple, boop, and freaking milk could come out and just kind of squirt across the room. I don't know. I've never heard of that. I guess he has some kind of mammary glands or something. I guess it's maybe similar to a hermaphrodite where, they have both parts. Maybe he has some like female, progesterone, right? I know guys have testosterone. I think it's progesterone but I might be pronouncing it incorrectly for females, but whatever. But yeah, it's a little weird. That's his like secret weapon. And he said it tastes good. So Parker, he talks to Savannah because she's insecure because they were playing the game and Pat, he wrote something like a joke or something or whatever about Parker and Katie. So that frustrated her, made her feel some type of way, and he didn't initially like reassure her, so that made her feel even worse. And when they were talking, he was a little dismissive, as he usually is, and she was like, my feelings are real and they're also valid, and I'm happy that she said that to kind of let him know, like, just because you may not think that it's important, it is. This is how I feel, and I think that sometimes people fail to realize that just because you don't feel that way or you feel like it might not be that serious in your mind, that doesn't mean that the other person doesn't feel some type of way. You have to kind of listen to what they're saying, understand what they're saying, and, let them know that you understand. And if you can, give them reassurance, or at least have a good conversation with them and don't dismiss them because, like she said, her feelings were valid. So what happened after that? So Savannah, she kind of broke down after that. She had like, tears and all that stuff because she was hurting. And she seems like she's, like she said, she's insecure about that. She also seems like she's a pretty like needy type of person because she does need constant reassurance and things like that. So there's probably a few things that she can probably speak to someone like a relationship coach like myself, or even like a therapist or something else, because there's a lot of things that she's hurting from that it could stem from previous relationships. It could stem from this current relationship, or a mixture of both, or even her upbringing. It's so many things that could come into play once she sits down and actually speaks to someone. But yeah. And so, but they did go ahead and make up after that because I seen her in his bed like shortly after. Adamo, he goes to see his man Greg, and I mean, they look like they in a better place. He told him, Greg apologized for not answering the phone. He was just out having a good time, getting his drink on and stuff with his people, which, Adamo took that in and he received his apology. And yeah, I mean, it made him want to come out to his mom even more now that I guess he's getting a little stronger with Greg and he appreciates Greg and his honesty and stuff like that so much. So Parker, he was in bed with Savannah, and I thought this was a little odd, and I don't know. It was just a little odd because he's laying in bed with Savannah, and he tells Savannah that he's ruminating right now and overthinking or thinking about the conversation that he had with sorry, I thought I heard something. The conversation that happened about Katie being flown out. So, that was something that really hurt her. And obviously that was the reason that she ultimately left, because she was just done with all the belittling and just kind of disrespect and, kind of just playing with her name. You know what I'm saying? So he was definitely, he was thinking about those things, and he told Savannah, and she's like, oh, are you going to talk to her or whatever? And I'm just like, girl, like, y'all weird, because at the end of the day, that's his ex-girlfriend that he still has feelings for. You're insecure about it, and you're like telling him he should talk to her. Like, in what world is that normal? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like she's just doing that to make him happy and show like she's supporting him, but at what cost? Because you don't really want him talking to her, and she, at the end of the day, she's not your real friend. But it is what it is. So, and Parker, he tells DJ that he misses Katie shortly after this scene, and he said that her just being gone kind of bothers him. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, but he probably going to try to, talk to her, get her back in his good graces and things like that, because obviously he misses her. I mean, he might as well just try to work it out with her if he cares about her so much. Seems like she's like part of the family. She even looks like his mom somewhat, She looks like she could have been his mom's child, to be honest. But that's a whole other story. But thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about this episode. I'll see you guys on the next one. Laters.